Greetings, fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you a game that I played in the Boilermaker. This is a tier 6 premium British medium tank with regular matchmaking to see up to tier 8. The Boilermaker is almost identical to the tier 6 British tech tree tank, the Sherman Firefly. This is the third premium tank which World of Tanks has released that represents one of the tanks used in the World of Tanks Rollout comics. The game I'm playing is a standard battle on Comorin in the rain with tier 7 as the top tier and 1 artillery on each team. For this game, my Boilermaker is equipped with a tank gun rammer, an enhanced gun laying drive, and coated optics. It is supplied with a large repair kit, large first aid kit, and an automatic fire extinguisher. I have loaded it with 52 AP rounds, 20 APCR rounds, and 5 HE rounds. As I'm moving into position on the western flank of the map, my friendly light tanks spot out the enemy artillery, and I take the opportunity to take some shots in on him. I manage to destroy him, and although I'm taking a risk being out in the open here, it is well worth the shots I'm getting. I am not using the exclusive crew which comes with the Boilermaker. Instead, I am using the crew from my FV215B 183. This crew has 10 crew skills and perks, including Mentor, Brothers in Arms, Sixth Sense, Repairs, Camouflage, Snapshot, Smooth Ride, Silent Driving, Controlled Impact, and Eagle Eye. I'm using this crew because I have not found the Boilermaker an enjoyable tank to train the brand new crew with the Last Stand skill. The Boilermaker makes a very soft target for a lot of enemy tanks, and it relies largely on passive game styles, so Sixth Sense and Camouflage, which I have on the current crew, really help me in my gameplay. I'm not keen on being the one to lead the charge on this flank. Moves like that usually don't end well for the Boilermaker. So for now I'm content with just popping over this hill and trying to get some targets. My patience pays off here, and an enemy ARL-44 is spotted around their base. Although he doesn't move much, he is definitely not AFK. I'm able to get 2 damage hits on him, but my other shots miss since I'm trying to back up from the tank destroyers which are shooting me. A vertical stabilizer definitely would have come in handy in that situation. However, since I usually play the Boilermaker without a platoon, I like to make sure I'm well-rounded for all situations, which is why I've kept with the coated optics. I get some more great shots in here on the SU-100. Once again, this player looks like he's AFK, but he's not. You can see that he got damage in his post-game stats. An enemy Churchill-1 has moved forward, and I'm going to take the opportunity to get some good flank shots on him. The Boilermaker's reliable gun stats, as well as a good damage per minute, can be quite devastating in the right circumstances. Unfortunately, I take a damage hit here from the Churchill-1, and so my hit points are at about half right now. But I've managed to pick up my 3rd kill now, and my teammates are now able to progress along this flank. Dispatching that Churchill-1 was quite easy, but now we've got a tougher situation. Most of the remaining enemy tanks are just over the ridgeline here, and their concentrated fire can be quite deadly for any of my teammates. Since the T-29 is distracted, I'm able to get some easy damage hits in on him. I'm having a hard time getting a good angle on this T-29, but I'm able to penetrate one shot through his hull and another through his turret. I'm trying to conserve as many hit points as possible here, but the way the enemy is positioned makes it quite difficult to get any damage hits on them without taking damage myself. Our artillery is doing a great job at wearing them down, but unfortunately is not able to hit every single shot. The 7-4 lead, which we had only a few minutes ago, has quickly diminished. At the moment, this game could go either way. My friendly T-25/2 is doing a suicide run here, and I'm taking advantage of his distraction to try to get a damage hit on the Craft Panther. I succeed, but with the game so close, I'm not willing to take any unnecessary risks here. If I had been paying better attention to the tactical situation, I would have noticed that the enemy had taken the east side of the map. I noticed the enemy's push along our other flank now. Unfortunately, it is too late to help out the tank destroyer which was defending the base. I'm able to get an easy shot on the Tiger's side here, but with no more tanks defending the base, I am not likely to be able to find the Tiger before he reaches our artillery. Thankfully, my friendly KV-13 is doing an excellent job at keeping the enemies to my right distracted, so I can focus on defending the base. My friendly artillery, the Crusader self-propelled gun, spots out the Tiger 1, but unfortunately it is too late to help him. His death is not in vain though, since I'm able to get so many great shots in on this Tiger 1. At this point it's the IS-2 which is spotting out the Tiger for me, and I'm taking full advantage of it, and I've gotten a whole bunch of damage hits on him so far. It took 11 damage hits to bring him down, but I am able to take out the full hit points of the Tiger 1. All that's left now is my friendly IS-2 and I against a Black Prince. I know the enemy Black Prince is over the ridge line in front of me, so I don't want to give him any easy shots, so I'm going to roll back so that the IS-2 and I can cover each other better. The IS-2 is taking up position in the center of the map, which is a great place to fight the Black Prince at the moment since both of us are low health. I was playing cautiously here and trying not to take any risks by exposing myself to the Black Prince. Unfortunately, this does not pay off, and I should have been a little more aggressive with my spotting so that I could have distracted the Black Prince. Instead, he is able to destroy my IS-2 teammate, and now all that's left is the Black Prince and I. In one-on-one duels like this, where neither tank has a clear advantage over the other, the duels can be quite long and unexciting, so I've sped up a few clips in the last remaining minutes of the game. At the moment, both of us are just trying to get an angle on each other, trying to get a feel for our gun depression on this hill. Although I have the advantage of having more gun depression than the Black Prince, he does have an advantage by having a stronger turret. We have relatively the same gun, both are 17 pounders, and have a penetration of 171 on the AP shells and 239 on the APCR shells. The Black Prince has the better accuracy, however I have a better rate of fire. But overall we are quite evenly matched here. The Black Prince peeks too far up over the hill here, and I am able to get my first damage hit of this duel. My APCR round appears to have penetrated one of the stronger parts of his turret, so now I know I have a chance to beat him at ridgeline fighting. Now after getting a damage hit on him, I think I have a slight advantage now. However, if I charge him, the Black Prince will have a good chance at bouncing a lot of my shots. Even with APCR rounds, the Black Prince's hull armor is quite difficult to penetrate. I decide to continue with my peekaboo strategy here, and it pays off. I'm able to get a penetrating shot again on his turret. This time it looks like it goes through his turret ring. My second shot fails and goes pretty much right into his gun. I take a bad damage hit and another one of my shots bounces. Unfortunately, that move did not pay off for me, and now the next person to get a penetrating shot wins. Once more, we are back to our cautious game of peekaboo. At this point, I could have tried to have repositioned and come at the Black Prince from a completely different angle, but I didn't feel it was worth the risk. I come at the Black Prince from the same angle as before, however he's able to spot me out this time and is prepared for my move. I have quite a bit of trouble finding the right gun depression here to get a shot in on the Black Prince. I must expose very little of my tank since he is pretty much guaranteed a penetrating shot. His first shot misses, and mine bounces off his commander's hatch. I think this shot would have gone through here if I had have been on APCR shells, but I did not realize that I had run out. Well, there it is, a very sad ending to a great game. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. In this game, I earned just over 56,000 silver. Only 10,000 of that was from an op, and this is with using a large supply of APCR shells on a loss. I earned 3,840 experience without any multipliers. In this game, I managed to destroy 4 enemy tanks, deal 4,267 damage, and assist with 580 damage. I received a high caliber medal and a mastery badge 1 despite having such a large amount of damage. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,274, which I am quite happy with considering that this game was a loss. I managed to hit 40 of my 48 shots, penetrate 31 of those, and I got 30 damage hits in total. In this game, I damaged the fuel tank on the S-51, damaged the ammunition on the Churchill one, and damaged the ammunition and radio on the Tiger one. Well, that was a heartbreaking defeat, but I'm glad I got to show you the Boilermaker's potential when you play it as a support tank. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it will help you play in your own Boilermaker. Stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks games.